Small problem. Struggle? Problem? I'm not stuck. I'm fine. You might, that was my elbow. You might know that Tokyo's tiniest electronics shop was gifted to me, and I had it rebuilt into my studio to preserve it. But the company that initially did the rebuild messed it up just a little bit. And now I have, well, a giant pile. Let me show you this. This giant illustrious pile of shelf pieces and wood from Japan's tiniest shop. Stuff that's nearly a century old. Also, in retrospect, that may not have been the safest place to lay down my head. But that's not even the problem. It has been 3 years and I still get monthly DMs from people asking if they can have some of these parts. So, I have an idea. I wanted it somewhere accessible year-round, so whether you live here or you're just visiting, kind of everybody has a chance. Also, it's not just the shop parts, there's more. So much more, in fact, that I've had to put it all into this giant Tokyo thrift store, more of a thrift warehouse, 2 floors. And today, you and me, we're checking out this whole place. Most Tokyo thrift stores have become unreasonably expensive lately. This place has not. All the other stores are trying to capitalize on the recent tourism boom. I cannot tell you how much I love, and I mean love, this lamp. Stained glass mushroom I'm gonna leave here with more stuff today than I dropped off, and I dropped off quite a bit of stuff. So pretty much this whole corner of stuff here is all from the Tokyo Lens studio. Does anybody remember this? A lot of them have backstories. I will show it all later, but all the Shimayama-san stuff is here, and there's more to come. And I've given them all little certificates of authenticity, signed and stamped and hand-wrapped in twine by me. It's not perfect, it's a start. And there's a ton of gear and gimbals and things from the studio and videos that I will show you later on. But for now, we have an entire thrift warehouse of stuff to go check out. So let's go and do that. I almost fell down the stairs. I have 3 favorite parts of this thrift store, and the very first is actually right in the entrance where they keep all of their retro gaming and miscellaneous gear. Retro gaming items has become one of the most expensive things to get in Japan, especially in Tokyo. And they have boxes here of in-box Famicom and Super Famicom games for as low as 300 to 500 yen. That is like $2 American. And they have the retro Famicom case, and it's in beautiful condition. The hinges on this, I have one of these, and it's much more broken than this. And this one is only 2,800 yen. That is like $20 for that or less. And I'm pretty sure we barely scratched the surface. We're literally right next to the entrance, and you can already see why I'm so in love with this. And this is heavy. Is this a mahjong set? It feels like it's got to be a mahjong set. It's very weighty. It is. It's always a mahjong set. Like this case alone is filled with so many incredible items, just priced so unbelievably. Like starting with these right here, these quote-unquote mystery cartridges as they're labeled. These were like 1980s, 1990s pirate cartridges for the Famicom. Or the fact that there is a colored N64 down here for 6,000 yen. Also, the Mario game, and watch the original Mario Brothers game here. I've done an entire piece just on this, and that's also, I'm pretty sure, less than what I paid for it when I got it, and it's also in better condition. They have an entire Famicom special set here for as low as 2,800, or even the Super Famicom here in box for 7,000 yen. Also, Loopy. I have never even heard of the Casio Loopy, but I could spend all day just looking at this case alone. Like even a 10-second speed run of some of the best items here. Like we've got this SF1 with a gaming system built right into the TV. Or the little Super Mario storage box. Oh, I love it. And it's only like 1,000 yen. Or the item that I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna walk out of here with is this gachapon replica. Right, I love it so much. I already have a full-size gachapon. I don't really need it, but I still, I love it and I want it. Ooh, Super Mario box for 100 yen with Minecraft Panda. No way. And that's without even getting into the other cases or even this rack yet of amazing retro items. There are junk Famicom for as low as 880 yen. That's like 5 USD or 1,200 yen in box. There's, oh, come on. Game Boy, oh, and no way. This is the Nintendo keyboard, the computer, like the Famicom computer. It was the keyboard for that computer. Also, public service announcement, every time I do one of these and I show the amazingly cheap retro gaming gear, somebody inevitably gets enraged at the idea of there being resellers who will come out and ruin it for everybody. And while I'm sure you would never do that, I do want to say, let's just keep the nice places nice for just a little while longer. Okay, this item won't be here if you come to visit because I am 100% walking away with this yo-yo today. Also, they have Tamagotchi back here, and Sherry has been collecting Tamagotchi lately. She's doing okay. She's still in a wheelchair, but she's making the best of it. And a lot of these items here actually aren't even for sale. Some of them are, but some of them are also just listed as display items. Not for, it's a very cute corner, I understand. For people who love figurines, these are some of the cheapest figurines I think I have ever seen in come on. There's more retro. Okay, we've got to get out of here because there's still an entire warehouse of stuff ahead of us. Hi, Bowser. So beside that zone, we have an entire area here just for rice cookers. And then over on this side, we have all the refrigerators, microwaves, and toaster ovens here. This entire section is just for health and wellness and massage machines, which I would definitely injure myself. And actually, this section goes on quite a bit. My theory is that people keep getting gifted this stuff, their friends thinking they need to relax a little bit, and then they get rid of it. But I actually got gifted this Dr. Air. That's why. That's my theory. I love it. I use it. I still have it. Not an ad whatsoever. Oh my goodness. They've got these adjustable weights here, the kind that you can, well, they're adjustable. And no way, that is like 980 yen for this. I was looking at these online and they were over $100 to $200. And then this whole area up here is guitars, amps, and musical equipment priced very reasonably, like 4,000 or 5,000 yen for guitars, which is absolutely, the section used to be a lot bigger. Yes, I come here probably more often than I should, but it looks like somebody came and bought a lot of it out. And then this whole section here, it just continues on into housewares, and there's an entire section right here just for alcohol. I'm gonna assume it's not used alcohol. Rare old Suntory whiskey set here that they have selling for 2,000 yen. Like you could buy this online on like Mercari for 4,500 to 6,500 yen. I just looked it up with the phone. And so it shows just how beautifully priced everything here is. You know, this looks really old. I'm super curious as to how much this is. This one ranges from 6,000 yen, or around $40, to nearly 200. Also, I noticed that this actually is used liquor. The bottle's open, and there's less in there. Also, if it looks like I'm having too much fun, it's because I am. And there's a diamond-studded G-Shock here. Probably not real diamonds, but studded, encrusted, crusty. Diamond crusty G-Shock. Actually, that one there looks pretty cool as well. There's a whole bunch of watches and Zippos and everything in there. And then all the display items, like this here, which I I don't know if there's really any way to show this on camera. It is surprisingly pricey and is just like a prism statue. Have you seen that new Ghibli film, the Kimitachi wa dou ikiru, the how we live? It reminds me of the stacks from that, but it also just doesn't feel safe. I am way too clumsy, and this looks like 100 different ways to put my eye out, and it's very, very sharp. One of the things that I always have my eyes open for pretty much every thrift store I go to in Japan is Pyrex, Fire King, Anchor Hawk. Anchor hawking was the word that I was saying when I got distracted by an actual anchor hawking glass. The Fire King and Pyrex, all the really classic stuff, things like these, I absolutely love them and have a massive collection. And over the years, some of you have actually sent me ones from the US and the UK and stuff like that, and I thank you for that so much because I cannot get enough of them. Like, even these guys, I just love so much. Look at this. Also, one of the really fun things about this place is how they have items hidden and tucked into unexpected places. Like here where we have all the washing machines and whatnot. If I look at this shelf right up here, we have things like this USB microphone, or these headphones, the Echo Spots or Echo Dots, or even coming down into here, we've got a record player right there. Or the little portable voiceover booth, again, for only about 1,500 yen. And constantly finding stuff hidden like this throughout the store, as well as the fact that the layout changes every single time that I've ever come here, is one of the things that just keeps me coming back. I'm low-key looking for a record player. I have no idea where I'd put it, and I know I need to stop buying stuff. We still have a lot to cover. There's a whole section over here that I love. And okay, I said there were 3 places that I love, right? Number 1 is all the retro gaming stuff. Number 1.5, I guess, would be the stuff hidden all over the place. Number 3 is over this way, and then number 2 is just gonna be upstairs, because I love the fact that there's an upstairs, but let me show you why. Now, we've only touched on like half of downstairs. There's a ton more, but if I was setting up a new apartment in Tokyo, this is where I would be, because there's every means of furniture and bedding, and there's also entire corners like over here that have a ton of electronics hidden and whatnot, like this retro camcorder right here. No clue if it works. Probably don't even have the ability to add a where would you even find the battery for that? Mercari? Yahoo Auction? These kind of like junk boxes, or treasure boxes as I call them, are always filled with something that you're probably just not gonna find anywhere else. Like this very specific lens that I have no idea what it's for, or any of the camcorder router gear in here, or this right here. Is this like, it feels like it's a tiny little mini fireplace. I don't need a fireplace. Well, that just, it's heavy too. Like really heavy as well, but I don't mess with space heaters anymore. A couple years back, I had a party and somebody had tossed their jacket over a space heater that I had in the room I was using for coat storage, and it turned it on, and the coat, let's just put it, I almost burned down my apartment. But I didn't, and everything was okay. But if I did and I had to set up a new place, I would have definitely come out to here. Also, workbench for 1,000 yen, some fishing gear, and all the kokeshi dolls. That is 580 yen for that. I actually really like this table over here. More of the bench setup. I'm setting up a corner bench space like this, and the furniture really runs the excuse me, Mr. Chicken Ramen. Like, you get a chair like this for as low as 800 yen, and then you get the more premium. Somebody actually sold this. This is a pure leather chair for 30,000 yen. But the 800 yen chair works perfectly, and that that is a distracting chicken it's from Nissin's Chicken Ramen, the the little packs of ramen. Yeah, it's chicken ramen. There is an entire sofa, brand new, in box here for what, like 150 US dollars, 22,000 yen. And these storage containers that you get here are definitely a bit of a hack in Tokyo, because if you were to buy these on Amazon, you're looking at maybe, I don't know, $7 to $15 a piece, and they have them for 100 yen here. That's like 70, 80 cents. And when we look over here, you may even see an item or two that you recognize. Like, this is the workout bench from my studio, and these were some of my weights. Definitely priced to go at 1,000 yen, because I paid way more than that for these. And you've probably noticed this already, but yes, these are the custom shoji that were made for my studio. They are absolutely massive, and now they are all right here. Why? Also, before we get to the why, I don't know if you can hear this, but it's a beautiful sunny day and it sounds like it's raining, but it's not raining. It's actually the sound of pigeon feet up on the pigeon feet. So in addition to things like the weights and the shoji, which if you have a wall big enough, they would make a beautiful display piece, maybe backlit or something like that. There's a whole bunch of stuff like these here this was my loft from the studio. These are all storage boxes with tatami on top, and it's been used as like kind of a loft or display. These chairs here, oh, there is a story behind the Tokyo Lens chairs. These chairs, and there are 4 of them, are the first pieces of... Sorry, there we go. So these are the first pieces of furniture that I ever got in Japan. I've had these for like 15 years. If you go back to really old videos back from when I was still shooting in my apartment, you can see these chairs. They moved with me to the studio when I got the studio. These bolts down here get a little loose sometimes, so if you do grab them, they require a little maintenance, TLC every now and then, but I just never in my life imagined it'd be so difficult to get rid of chairs, but it was. Also, at about 550 yen each, they are definitely priced to go, along with things like this electric heated vest from the Winter Tech video. Or over here, we've got old smartphone gimbals that I used to use for live streaming, or like a full-on gimbal right here. Or one of my personal favorites, it was kind of hard to say goodbye, was my Pokemon 1 mug coffee machine right here. And each and every one of these have like a little certificate that gives a bit of a backstory, and I've like signed it and dated it and stamped it just so it's a little bit of fun. Oh, also there's my old TV down here and some soundproofing panels, and there's even more coming. I'm getting, the company that makes these shoji are currently making custom keychains. They look like this, and they were all hand wrapped by me. I'm gonna have merch, the little shamisen plushies, all of that. This is the starter set, but I also have been going through some upgrades and didn't need things like this anymore, so I wanted to get them into the hands of somebody who could hopefully use, display, or enjoy them. Also, I feel like I should mention that I'm not taking money from this. Like, if you come and buy all of this, it's not like that's gonna be supporting the channel. If you wanna grab it, come and grab it. It's a little complicated to explain if you're not from Japan, but in Japan, throwing all of this out, just getting rid of it, would cost me more money than putting it here, and I would much, much rather this get into the hands of people who can actually enjoy it and support a place that I love. The shoji are gonna be the challenge, because there's a very limited area that they can actually ship to within Japan, so if you want them, you'd probably have to like rent a car or a Hi-Ace or something, or maybe just carry that onto the train if you are willing. He's actually thinking of buying all 8 because they line up so that they create a singular design. They're actually not lined up in proper order right now. I did not expect somebody to come in and consider buying all 8 and have them custom fit to his window. But I said that there were 3 places in here that I really enjoyed, and I have shown you 2 of them so far. So let's go down and check out the 3rd. And this time I will walk this way so I don't fall down the stairs. Also, I just don't, every single thrift store that we ever go to has the wooden bears. I feel like it's like the exercise equipment. Somebody got it as a gift and just had to give it away. Okay, let's keep going. So at the back of the store, over this way, tucked into the clothing section, there is a hidden gem. Now, the clothing section itself is very, very extensive. There's a whole section for shoes and this thing right here. They've got everything from the affordable stuff all the way down to some of the brand stuff here that is, again, still priced fairly reasonably. We've got this Ralph Lauren here for 5,000 yen, so somewhere around $30 US. You'll also find things like this. Just wow, that is really heavy. I thought maybe I could pick that up a little bit, but that is a solid boat wheel. Also, this shirt kind of reminds me of the shirt design from Project Hail Mary. Have you seen that? I absolutely loved that. The hidden gem is right over here, and I love this mirror. Oh. Side note, a little bit of a pause in the video. You see these empty bags here for like Chanel and Gucci. Well, that's a box, but people will literally buy stuff like this online, like a Chanel bag or Louis Vuitton, like a shopping bag, like the paper bag that the product would come in, and then walk around with that on the weekend to make it look like they went It's a real thing. I couldn't believe it either, but it's a real thing. So also, every time I come into thrift stores in Japan, for some reason, I walk out with bags. Do you have a common thing that you tend to buy every single time that you end up in a thrift store? For me, it's always been the retro gaming gear, of course, and the bags. Now, the women's section is right over here, and what is by far one of the best hidden gems in Tokyo is right here. This section of the store right here with all the kimono and the obi is probably right now the best place to get a used kimono in Tokyo. They're all 1,100 yen. So you're looking at what, $7-8 US for a kimono. And because of the tourism boom, so many of the used kimono shops in places like Asakusa or even worse, Shimokitazawa have really spiked up the prices. Now, you're not going to be able to get everything you need here. There are layers, there are other stuff required, but some people just want to grab one as a souvenir to take home, and why pay 6,000-7,000 yen when you can pay this? Little known fact about me, I actually own about 7 or 8 different kimono and yukata because before starting Tokyo Lens, I used to wear them all the time for shamisen performances, of course, but also I just really enjoyed wearing yukata in the summer. And still, 2026 when I'm shooting this, and being able to get this for 1,000 yen is wild, but I'm competing with the noise right now of what seems to be a secret elevator. 乗っていいですか?
もちろんです。
ありがとうございます。Okay, so this is, by the way, this is not something that customers can usually do. I don't know why I'm so happy about this, but I am. It's always fun to have access to areas that you usually wouldn't have access to, and I've never in my life gotten to push the button and does it stop on its own, or do I need to? It stops on its own. Well, that was an experience. Didn't need to be up here. Got a peek at their storage room. In fact, I need to go back downstairs because that's where all the good stuff still is. So I had mentioned how they hide stuff in little random spots all throughout the store. I'm gonna try to see what else I can find, but at the same time, I think I need to actually start picking out my items and packing it to take with me. I'm getting way way too much stuff. Oh, and yes, one of the most common requests I get is, will you show what you bought? So I'm bringing you with me. Let's do some quick shopping. These are really, really tempting, but I actually already have a set of these at home. This just feels like an absolute must. Gonna need the case open for this one. Corredor. I feel like we have a choice to make, guys. The green or the black. It is. But you know what? I'm super curious about this, so we're gonna grab this one. Really hard not to grab the N64, but I literally just bought the same color one like 2 weeks ago. I have to rub it and see if a genie's gonna come out, right? Okay. Apparently it's not a genie lamp. Like, I'm a full-grown adult and I know a genie is not gonna come popping out of that. I know, but is it weird that I still feel disappointed? I am also really on the fence about this one. It's in perfect condition, so it's still a little pricey, but I've seen these online and they are nowhere near that cheap. I don't even know what I would use it for, but well, that's not what I was expecting at all. Turn off. It won't turn off. It's making bird noises. Okay, there we go. Got it to turn off. I got curious about this because it was by the same company that makes my shoulder massager, and it's just fantastic. But this, I can see why this ended up in a thrift store. So this one goes back here. Now, I did say I walk away with backpacks almost every single time, but this purple bag here, oh wow, it's actually way bigger than I expected. I like the purple velvet, but this is a rather large, long, but I don't know, I like the concept, and it's really cheap too. It's like 800 yen, so it's like $5, but someone's buying our comfy chair. Don't need the comfy chair, just like also I just realized that there's a sword in there. A lot of the ones that you'll get in Japan won't be sharpened though. Also these here, the like meditation, which I already have by the way, and samurai swords remind me so much of high school. Did you also have a knife shop in your local shopping mall that had samurai swords and have a dream of having a wall of, I never got my wall of samurai swords. Don't need it anymore, but it takes me back. There's also one more item up here actually that I'm super on the fence about because I don't know where I would put it. You know, I'm gonna bring it down just in case. It's beautiful. It's an absolute classic, and I love the dragonflies and the stained glass and the whole thing, and I would love to just put it on a table and leave it there, but it takes so much space so aggressively. I didn't get the lamp for now. I may come back for it. Also, in front of the shop as well, there's a ton more stuff. Like, they've got bicycles at very reasonable prices. A rack of whatever that is, and this is actually the shop itself from the outside. It is called Yuyuichiba, and by far is and forever will be my favorite thrift store in Tokyo. Also, if you had a favorite item or something that you wanted to grab from that, please let me know. Sorry they don't do international shipping. Maybe we can continue working on that for the future if there's enough interest. If there is, leave it down below and we will see you again real soon. Okay, so I went to put the weights away and I set them down for a second and I accidentally kind of put it on my foot. Oh, just like pinched the side. It didn't do any real damage, but now I get to shoot the rest of this video with it. Oh, good job, Norm. And I didn't even get a chance to touch on this whole section with all the brand names, the Supreme and the Gookies. I I know it's Gucci. I can't bring myself to leave. You know, I started a minis channel to share clips from videos as well as deleted scenes. Actually, a lot of the clips have stuff that didn't even make it into the main video. And I think I'm just gonna make 1 or 2 minis for that channel just here right now. Go check out the minis channel.